Welcome back, and it is time now for Sazi's Take. And if you're staring at your gas receipt, wondering if it's time to take the EV plunge, you might be surprised to learn that the same inflation dynamics that are sending gasoline prices surging, they're also at work in the price of used electric vehicles, which have surged an eye-watering 90% over the last year. Brian, I was looking at the chart, and the only good sign, maybe it's flattening out a little.
Yeah, Jared. Well, let the record show that I'm not there yet on electric cars. I will continue to pay these high gas prices just to hear that sweet sound of that gas-powered engine in my car. But no, look, this is something I wrote more deeply about in today's Yahoo Finance Morning Brief newsletter. You can find that on our homepage. But as you mentioned, electric vehicle prices have surged close to 90% year over year as drivers start to seek out cheaper alternatives. That data complements the folks at Thinkum, which mined CarMax inventory data. Of course, CarMax is one of the leading used car dealerships here in this country. But you can start to see that perhaps drivers have had enough of these high gas prices, and they're looking at potentially trading in those SUVs and crossovers that they've been absolutely lapping up over the past 3 years. Crossovers and SUVs have been hot with gas prices low, but that dynamic is now starting to change. And Jared, I was surprised. And I went into Carvana. Of course, they're the online used car retailer. I was surprised by some of the prices on these Tesla Model 3s that were ranging from $45,000 to $75,000. I mean, these are mind-blowing prices for Model 3s, for used ones, no less. But I guess it probably is not that big of a surprise, just given where we are in gas prices. What I am surprised, Jared, just from a stock price perspective, Tesla stock hasn't really done much over the past month with gas prices on the rise. Ford stock has been under pressure here over the past month, given what we have seen in gas prices here. Perhaps some concern, as Elon Musk tweeted over the weekend, about high levels of inflation impacting margins for automakers. But still, if you were looking to get a good deal on an electric vehicle, think again.
And Brian, I loved reading that morning brief article that you wrote this morning. Especially, I always learn something about the author when somebody writes one of these things. So your first car was an '87, was it Monte Carlo, something like that? All right. And we were talking over
I knew you were going to bring that up, but yes. T-tops, 2 subwoofers in the back, an Alpine amp. I pay for it all myself. I'm very proud of it. And about insurance at the time was $3,000 a year. Big expense.
Yeah, that's about what I was paying at the time for my first vehicle, which was actually an '87 Honda CRX, which I fit in. But I do want to take a look at the charts. You were talking about Tesla stock not doing anything over the last month, but it really took a big slide. I'm looking at this on the Wi-Fi Interactive here. Took a big slide in January, and yes, it's kind of leveled off, maybe trending down slightly. But then take a look at what's happened over the last year. Now, we had this huge meteoric rise to record highs, $1,250, surpassing Facebook in value, but now just kind of coming back to what could be a pretty strong support level. We had a slightly down break through here that was quickly reversed. That's a good sign. But if we were to start heading lower, I'm not really seeing that much support until we get into the 500. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on that.